Hey, what's up, Liron here. Today I have a surprise for you. I have a friend here with me that's gonna help me do the video, and that is my YouTube play button. So as many of you have seen, because I posted it here on Instagram and in many other places, I finally received my YouTube play button, which you can see the reflection of the phone in it and myself. So that's a funny video recursion. And yeah, I finally got it. So I want to share with you a bit of the story of how I got it. I'm gonna set it aside for now. So basically, we hit 100,000 subscribers here on YouTube around the beginning of 2021. So it's been quite a while. And I do want to tell you the story of how I got the button. But first off, I want to thank you because, again, this is all thanks to you subscribing. No one else. Yes, I made the content, but if it has no audience, if people aren't interested in it, it has no place in the world. And because you were interested in it, you gave it a place and you gave me this button. So thank you so much for that. So how I got it was usually what's supposed to happen is once you hit 100,000, YouTube reaches out and says, hey, you're eligible for this reward, which is this silver button. For a million, I believe you get a gold one, and for the next one, I don't know what it is even. I think it's a ruby one or something weird, or that was PewDiePie's button. But in any case, they didn't reach out, and so I went over and checked out how to get it, and I filled in this form that was supposed to be like a request. Nothing happened with it, and I kind of forgot about it. And then about 2 weeks ago, I think, I was like, why won't I just contact YouTube and see what's up? So there's the chat function for creators. I went over there, started a chat, and said, hey, I didn't get my play button, and I hit 100,000 like 6 months ago. So the chat person was really helpful. They passed on my details, and I'm in my head, I'm like, zero controversy, chill. It's just like watercolor painting, fun stuff, no strikes, community, copyright, whatever it is, like the cleanest channel ever, the best audience ever, and everything is like, I don't know, PG-13 here. Is that the right ranking? I'm not sure, but in any case, yeah, so they checked it, and I got an email the next day that they checked it. I'm eligible. They sent me over the what's it called, the coupon or something like that I can then use to get the award. And I have to give it credit to YouTube that maybe like a week later, the button was already here. So it was delivered really fast, really fast. I got a message from like UPS that it cleared customs or whatever it is. And then really maybe 2 days later, it said that they will do the shipping. And I got it 1 day before what they said they will. So I have to give it to them. It got here really fast. So thank you so much, YouTube. And I do want to go into a different segment talking a bit about the journey to get the play button. So I started a YouTube channel, started making videos around, I believe it was 2015, if I'm not mistaken. It was like one video a week or one video a month. And at that time, I didn't even think about that kind of a thing, but I think around 2017, I started becoming aware of, like, I want to set my goals properly, and I set a goal to hit 100,000 followers here on YouTube at the start of 2017. I knew that it's not fully within my control, but I still set it as a goal, something to motivate me, and it didn't happen at the start of 2018. I once again set that goal. I said I want to reach 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and it's again for myself, just to know I made it. And that didn't happen too. And then 2019 came around, and the same thing. I set that goal, and it didn't happen. But I did get close. I got to like maybe 70,000 or maybe, what was it, 60,000, and it always happens like this. You grow in spurts. So there is a time where you don't grow much, and then you grow a lot in a month or two, and that makes up most of the growth for that year. That's just how it works. You know, one video really hits off and hit it off and gets to more people. So then 2020, what was it? Yeah, the start of 2020 came around, and I was like, enough of this. Screw it. I'm not putting this this goal again. It's not gonna happen. I'm not writing it down. When it should happen, it will happen. And the statistics show that it may happen this year, maybe not. If you just look at the growth back a few years back. But I was like, nah, enough of that. I'm not gonna write it down again because it's not fully within my control. So let me write down things that are fully within my control, like the type of content I make, the frequency, the quality, the blah, 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 blah. Set all of these proper goals. And then near the end of 2020, as you remember, we got really close, and I believe it was December, around the New Year kind of celebration, that we got to 100,000 followers. And then I did this celebration kind of live stream, which was really, really fun. Now, I could be mistaken, it could have been January 2021, I'm not sure, but basically it was 2020, the end of 2020. So it's funny how I set that goal for every year, one after another, and then finally the year I don't set it, it happens. So it's been a crazy journey. When I got started, I didn't even think about that kind of a thing. I was like, I'll just make the best videos I can, and I knew that I have a lot to learn, and my drawing and painting were very beginner level. But I did know that I like teaching and I have an access to it, so if I learn something, I can share it in a useful way for others. And it really is interesting to look at things with that kind of perspective, because it has been a while. It has been since 2015 on YouTube, so that's like 6 years, I guess, something like that. And I have to bring something up here, comparisons. Because I would constantly look at other channels, not even in the art and painting niche, but like completely different things, entertainment, and I would get jealous of people who grew faster, people who started like in my 3rd or 4th year into YouTube, and I see their channels like 1 year old and they already hit a couple of 100,000. And all of these comparisons, I'm not immune to them. I do this too all the time. It's something I've learned to deal with very well, I think, so I don't take it to heart, and I'm able to compartmentalize it in some kind of a box somewhere in my brain and not let it affect me too much. But yes, it does happen from time to time. And it's useless comparisons. You know, all you can do is stick to the thing you're doing, regardless of if it's building an audience or it's just learning to paint or learning to play a musical instrument. All you can do is the things that are in your control. And think about all the people that stopped making content because of useless comparisons like this one. Had I stopped 2 or 3 years ago, I would never reach this point. It just won't happen. So it's kind of a word of encouragement if you're in kind of a journey where you struggle or you compare yourself to others. Again, I'm sure a lot of people compare themselves to me, and they say, oh, how did Liron get to 100,000 so fast or so easily or whatever, you know, because if they've been on the journey longer, there's always a bigger fish. So I do the same thing, and there are people who grew so much faster than I have. Of course, it's in niches usually that are more entertainment, stuff like that usually tends to grow faster. But the downside of that is, okay, what kind of an income or a living you make off of it, because what I am building is very stable in the best way possible. I want to give the best information and in return to get some kind of a value, whether it's your subscription, getting a course, or anything like that. And with entertainment, usually it's about sponsorships, and it's just a different way of making a living from it. So in a way, I feel incredibly lucky because I didn't need that fast growth, and I think the way I'm doing things lends itself perfectly to what I like the most, which is creating my own product, selling it, and having it actually give a huge amount of value to someone. So that's, I feel really lucky in that regard. And who knows, maybe I'd gone into a different niche when I got started building my own business and it wouldn't have worked that well. So really feeling lucky and feeling grateful for you. So once again, I do have to thank you so much for helping me get this. This is all of our play button. It belongs to all of us, I think. And the question now becomes, should we aim for 1 million? Now that's a funny discussion. Let me try and give you a good view up close because I didn't. So here it goes. It is beveled, so it looks really cool from the side. Here's Ruth. You can see her in the reflection, so that's super funny. Just chilling in front of me. And yeah, the back side, not that interesting, but it does have a nice little mechanism for hanging it in a bit more of a free way. You can move it around a bit, it's really comfortable. So yeah, that brings me to the next topic of what should we aim for next. So I would ideally aim for 1 million, and who knows when and if that'll happen. But it makes me kind of sit down and ponder what would get us to that point. Because usually what helped you get to this point is different than what will get you to the next point. So that's work on me to do, to think about how I can incorporate some more videos that people basically can't resist and have to click on and enjoy watching. Maybe it will add some entertainment value, but at the core, because of who I am, I always see this channel as having educational value. But trust me, I'm not going to keep it just as narrow as it is now. I will expand it to get that extra audience, because we're going to put watercolor on the map. So we're going to fool, quote unquote, people into, oh, I like this video, Liron. They'll get here in the channel and then they'll see all the watercolor stuff. So we're gonna put watercolor on the map, get it the respect it deserves. Watercolor is an awesome medium. It's been the core of this channel for a long time. I'm super grateful that it worked and that it had its audience. And a lot of people have issues around that medium. Yes, they think they have a lot of limiting beliefs. It's not a medium that is as highly regarded as other ones. I do see that reality change. I do see watercolor take the place that it does deserve in the art sphere. And it's on us to make that change. So thank you so much for being here with me on this journey. I really do appreciate it. Couldn't have done it without you. And I will talk to you again in another vid real soon.